I'm sure that everyone has heard the story of what just happened of a girl from Ukraine who was here in the United States, and her life was taken by an absolutely horrific monster. I watched the video. I'm not going to show the video here, okay? I'm not going to show any of the footage here for those who don't want to see it. But honestly, it's one of those things that I think everyone should see. It is one of the most nightmarish things I've ever seen in my life. We have a serious problem here in this country. A serious problem in this country. There were people there that were just watching her. And I think that is honestly just as horrific as what actually happened to her. I just keep thinking about how if this was my daughter or my wife or any of my loved ones, I can't even understand why anybody would still want to live in these Democrat hellholes after seeing this shit. We need to purge Democrats from every office in the country. We need to purge them completely. Get them out of the courts. Get them out of any sort of public office. They all need to go. We are dealing with an insane amount of evil. And this is what happens when we continue to stray further and further from God. We're going to continue to see more of this type of insanity. Loving your neighbor as yourself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. These are the things that we have completely neglected here in this country. There were people that were in this situation that did try to help her, but it should be everybody. Everybody should have been jumping up to try to help her, to try to save her life. And we've got some updates about this. The man charged in the Metro bus murder is now facing federal charges and could face the death penalty. This should have been prevented from the very beginning. This is a serial criminal that was allowed to continue to roam free.
Far too long, Americans have been forced to put up with Democrat-run cities that set loose savage, bloodthirsty criminals to prey on innocent people. Really very, very innocent people. In every place, they control radical left judges, politicians, and activists, and they've adopted a policy of catch and release for thugs and killers. In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end on a public train. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country. We have to respond with force and strength. We have to be vicious just like they are. 24 of the top 25 most dangerous cities in America are run by Democrat mayors.
The media is barely covering the story, and they're trying to do a bunch of mental gymnastics around it and pretend like this isn't that big of a deal. Can you imagine if this was a reverse situation where, you know, this was a black girl and these were all white people that were on the train around her? Can you imagine what that would have that would have been a story that would have spread like wildfire? It would have been in the news nonstop, 24/7. Everybody would be talking about how the problem of white people and how problematic they are, right? This would have been everywhere, and cities would be on fire right now. Now, that isn't the proper way for us to handle this. We can handle this so much better and more effectively. The rage that you are feeling is not enough. And that rage that you are feeling, that I am feeling, that we are all feeling, we can take that rage and we can use it wisely and effectively and non-violently in a way that will make huge, impactful changes here in this country. And that is exactly what we should do. This picture right here is worth more than a million words. And the people that are the idiots out there that are trying to compare this scenario, the situation with George Floyd, are just absolutely ridiculous, idiotic people in every way possible. There is literally not a single thing that is comparable between what happened here and what happened with George Floyd. Not a single thing. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below how you are feeling about this entire situation. We as a country, we need to repent. We need to clearly define good and evil again. And we need God. We need God.